Hey guys, zedtv here. Welcome back to another video. As you can see, I'm doing a screen record this time, so I don't know how this will go, but hopefully it goes well. But yeah, so this is a different type of video. Today I plan to do a video based on UCL's Human Sciences, Bachelor of Science. So this is another course that I plan to, a course in university I plan to apply to in 2022 through UCAS. So if you've seen my Oxford Human Sciences video, you probably have seen my interest within human sciences as a interdisciplinary approach. Oxford, the main sort of difference at the moment between these two courses is that Oxford's one is a Bachelor of Arts, which focuses more on the cultural / social side of humans, but it still has some biological concepts in there, compared to UCL's, which is a Bachelor of Science, which focuses more on the sciencey / biological side of humans, with some bits of social / cultural science. So that's mainly the first difference. So as you can see, I'm on UCL's website right now on the Human Sciences page, and yeah, I'm just going to talk through it mainly because there's not really any videos out there linked to Human Sciences at UCL, and it's one of the courses which I plan to apply to. Obviously, if you want more information, you can contact them here. They've obviously got Professor Leslie Dale, who's admissions tutor, and obviously this is within the Department of Biosciences. So as soon as you go on this website, you can see straight away that it offers students more choice and flexibility. So you can obviously get degrees in biology, you can get a degree in neuroscience, you can get a degree in sociology, psychology, quite a lot. But this is parts of every human-related subject put into one degree, which is amazing. We are looking for independent, confident thinkers who not only love science but have broader interests. So, you know, if you're that sort of person who doesn't really want to shut out human biology, doesn't want to shut out sociology, doesn't want to shut out parts of psychology or anthropology or human geography, if you want a bit of everything, this course is for you. Obviously, COVID-19 program updates, loads of restrictions, but hopefully it sort of lowers by the time we apply for UCAS next year. Yeah. So obviously for this year it starts in September 2021. That's the UCAS code. 3 years, start the Oxford one. The application deadline, as every year, this has been updated, but because this year, due to COVID, they've increased the UCAS deadline to the 29th. Usually I think it's the 15th, and obviously UCL is University College London, based in London. A-levels. So this is the exact same entry requirements as Oxford. They require AAA, science subject required, usually biology. They want English language and maths at grade 6 or above. UCL requires UK students to have in a foreign language. So GCSE French, GCSE Spanish, GCSE Italian, GCSE German. In one of those languages, you need a grade C / a 5 or above in it, which UCL requires. Obviously, you can download their prospectus here, which again is more helpful if you want to know more about this. Contextual offer. So contextual offers are usually given to students who come from an area where university participation isn't high, or if it's from an area where if your school's really underperforming, or you've been in care, or you've had a long-term disability. So try and sort of get a diverse amount of people in. IB diploma, I don't do, but if you do IB, there's information for that. UK applications, international, you've got English language. So that's if you come from another country and you want to come to UCL. So the stats, quite a high number of students were satisfied with their course, which is really impressive. In years 2 and 3, students have the opportunity to choose from all modules, which is more down in this page. You can learn about chance to study abroad. So there's quite a lot of different ways you can do this degree. Discover Uni, who is a really good source that works with quite a lot of universities to deliver stats. 91% of the students were overall satisfied with their course, which is really impressive. So in year 3, you can study abroad at some of the world's most prestigious universities. So this is really the main bit of degree structure. Well, what's it about? We've heard all of this information. You can take a lot of. So there's obviously with most university courses throughout the years of study, you can choose a few modules depending on what year you're in and what your individual interests are. So just at a glance, we can see anatomy, physiology, cell and molecular biology and genetics, biological anthropology and psychology, human ecology, social anthropology, revealing science, and a module in modern foreign language. So again, I can already see quite a lot of crossover with Oxford's course with genetics, say. I know there were some psychology courses offered. Human ecology comes up in both. Anthropology and sociology/social anthropology comes up in both. So there's quite a lot of crossover. It's just a case of if you want to pick between the two. If you want to sit a TSA test, you should apply to Oxford. I don't think you don't need a TSA test to apply to UCL. But again, both of these universities are incredibly prestigious and really high up in uni rankings. Modules. So this is the main bit. The compulsory modules is here. So obviously introductions to these courses, and then you get to pick one of these within the first year. Year 2 goes on to human sciences and society. So obviously year 1 was more the biology of it. Here we go more into sociology and how society works, human interactions. So already from this, I could tell that immunology is quite appeals to me. You can see there's quite a lot of crossover with medicine and biomed maybe. And then year 3 is the one where you can choose to study abroad if you want to. So this one already clocks sleep and biological time. That seems really interesting. Disease and history. Already I can think of things like the Black Death when that was around. I'm actually doing an EPQ on antibacterial resistance, and that's one of the topics I plan to cover. Evolution and human behaviour, so Darwin, natural selection, etc. comes up in biology A level, so you can see why biology is quite important due to the massive crossover of biology here. Policy issues and life sciences, modern languages. Assessment include essays, web-based examinations, written examinations, practical reports, briefing papers, and debating performance. So from here, essays, obviously, subjects like sociology or psychology would be helpful here. Essay-based subjects, written examinations, we already set A-level papers. Debating performance. So if you join your school's like debating club or debating society, that'd be really helpful here. Careers. So this is a really broad subject, as you can tell. So it gets you to quite a lot. From Oxford's website, I remember seeing it can get you into the government side, you can get into charity, you can get into some roles within the NHS. So it's really broad, and that's one of the really cool things about human sciences as a course. It's not, I think it's offered by 4 universities in the UK, but it just open doors for you. It keeps them open compared to, say, if you do medicine, it's like the doctor pathway is the way you're going to have to go. If you do law, you're going to have to go through a solicitor to become a solicitor or a lawyer. Yeah, sorry about my messy hair. Lockdown hair. Yeah, so it's really broad. Tuition fees, so the usual 9,250, which I think applies to most universities, and obviously they do try and help with funding, likewise with every university, with uni fees and scholarships available. your application is a very popular. It is a very popular course from the research I've done, and I'm going to show you some stats in a minute. And applying for UCAS is the main way for undergraduate study. And the selection is on the basis of the UCAS application. So this is, again, for most universities, personal statement, predicted grades, reference, all play important parts for interviews or just getting a chance. I would really recommend requesting a printed copy of the prospectus or downloading the prospectus. I personally prefer physical resources in front of me, so I've ordered a physical printed prospectus and it's arrived. It's really helpful. It sort of helps to next year, thinking ahead, getting ready. And that's about it from this page. Obviously, you can get more information if you go to here. Here's all the contact information if you want to contact UCL. And just quickly, I found this website, admission report. So for UCL, Bachelor of Science, Human Sciences, the offer rate is 68%. So out of 100 people, the way I like to think of it is out of 100 people, 68 people get in, which simplifies to 2 in 3, which is quite decent, but academic year for 2019 to 2020. So obviously, you can see here about 174 applications, 80 interviews, 119 offers, and then 36 acceptances. So this is quite similar to Oxford's actually, because they accept a similar number of people, 36 acceptances here. And then, yeah, we can also look at Oxford's as well. So if we go to Oxford's, you can see it's quite a lot lower. They, from their course video, they also offer 30 spaces across all their colleges in Oxford. 1 in 5. Oh, there you go. Loaded up a bit later, but there it is. 1 in 5, 21% admission rate. I think that could. You shouldn't really see this as 20% chance of getting in. It depends on the university, on the college you apply to, how prestigious it is, the competitiveness in each college. So yeah, there's quite a lot of differences between the two. And for Oxford's one, you've also got to sit a TSA test. And yeah, that's about it for this video, I think, just to simplify the whole UCL Human Sciences course down. It doesn't come up on here, but Exeter also have a Human Sciences course, which I plan to make a video on next week. Just these Human Sciences courses, there's only 4 universities. I think the other one is King's College London as well. They obviously link into quite a lot of different degrees, and it's just a couple of degrees in one, which is just an amazing idea. And you should really find a degree that you could aspire and just go for it, go for the goal. The earlier the better, but obviously people change. I went from interest in architecture to an interest in forensics to an interest in biology and now to human sciences. So people do change, but yeah, this is what I feel like is going to be a course that I really want to do. And if it's helped you guys decide as well, if it's helped you guys get some information about this course, then I've done my job. So yeah, that's about it from this video. As I said, next week, Exeter Human Sciences coming up. Except from that, if you've got any questions, ask me in the comments. But again, the best person to contact is this information here. That's it from me. Goodbye, everyone. Sorry, it's just this video is completely unedited because I'm new to this software. I don't even know if my voice is recording here, but I hope I did all right. But I'll get better at it, hopefully. Goodbye.